To what degree thought is shaped by external influences can only be determined by the individual. Since each of us has a unique interpretation of reality. For the influences of one individual will not necessarily apply to another. Due to the dubious nature of perception, attempts to convey abstract thoughts usually result in a lack of transparency. For the interpretation of the concept has been lost in translation. Due to discrepancies between thought and language, ideas of substance struggles to gain traction in the real world. As the inconsistencies between thought and physical form distort the original concept. This is due to the fallibility of one medium trying to express ideas from another. Given the differences between thought and form, difficulties will naturally arise. Since the replication of thought with language is a faint reflection at best. Given the difficulty of shackling thought to language, one naturally questions the validity of the undertaking. Since the abstract nature of thought often falls beyond the boundaries of concise definition. Therefore, efforts to derive meaning from the mind's inner workings will often test one's resolve. Since one individual's interpretation of something may be completely different to another's. While language helps to bridge the gap between ideas and form, some avenues of thought are beyond translation. These inconsistencies between thought and language contribute to a number of problems. Due to the complexity of thought, language only grasps a fragmented portion of the original concept. The fragments that survive the transition from concept to form retain a questionable amount of source material. In the absence of a technological breakthrough that would eliminate the loss of information, one can only experiment with a number of different forms. In light of the imagination's infinite potential, the only obstacle to attaining one's desired outcome is the limitation the mind creates for itself. For the mind exists within a state of infinite potential. Once an individual awakens to the infinite potential of the mind, the world of limitation slowly dissolves. For the realization of a higher state of consciousness removes any impediment that stands between one's desired goal. While language struggles to capture the finer elements of thought, original concepts provide a unique insight into the mind's inner workings. Although language is rather limited in scope, it manages to convey the heart of the concept, providing a valuable blueprint for others to expand upon.